Recently, the Lord has put it on my heart to start sharing, some of the things that I've learned and just share the word.
Somebody has got to check on Chandler from Mr. Beast and make sure this man is doing okay. For the love of God, Chandler is the only normal person left in the Mr. Beast crew. And I will openly come out and say that I'm extremely proud of Chandler for the path he's choosing to take with his life.
The drama between Mr. Beast and Kris Tyson has exploded into a sensational whirlwind of controversy. It all began when Kris Tyson's sibling dropped a shocking revelation on Twitter, setting off a cascade of heated reactions and speculation. They claimed that Kris got fully aroused while secretly wearing their female clothes, describing Kris as delusional and disturbed, insisting it was all a fantasy, and calling him narcissistic. They even mentioned that professionals have recommended Kris undergo a full psychological evaluation. The situation took a turn for the worse when a fan-moderated Discord server was leaked, exposing unsettling exchanges. In the server, a user made inappropriate comments about Kris's private parts, which Kris reportedly acknowledged with an unsettling response. Another member went further, discussing Kris's physical attributes in increasingly disturbing terms. As if things couldn't get more tangled, rumors have surfaced about a clandestine conversation between Mr. Beast and Kris on Discord. To add another layer of intrigue, Chandler has now weighed in on the drama. Observant fans might recall that in earlier videos, Chandler often seemed to dismiss Kris, suggesting a long-standing tension.
Construction noises over the speakers, so that way he doesn't hear the excavator.
So what's really shaking up the once unshakable world of Mr. Beast? Hold on tight, because the next developments are jaw-dropping. For those who might be out of the loop, let's catch you up. Kris Tyson, now known as Kris Ava Tyson, has been a vital part of the Mr. Beast team. With countless appearances in videos that have collectively amassed hundreds of millions and in some cases billions of views, Kris's presence has been integral to the channel's success. The story took a dramatic turn when Kris publicly announced their transition from male to female, a milestone that catapulted their fame even further and added a new layer of complexity to their role in the universe. Now, amid this whirlwind, tensions have reached a boiling point. The leaked Discord server, filled with disturbing conversations and rumors, has only fueled the fire, with rumored secret chats with Kris and Chandler's recent reactions adding to the drama. The situation has become a full-blown spectacle. As the saga continues to unfold, one thing is clear: the dynamics within the Mr. Beast team are anything but predictable. But Kris's journey has been far from smooth, with controversies extending well beyond their transition. Over the years, Kris has found themselves at the center of several scandals, each adding to the growing list of issues. One of the most serious accusations involves Kris allegedly endorsing controversial content and purportedly purchasing material from an artist known as Shadman, whose work is notorious for its provocative and often contentious nature. This claim alone is substantial enough to demand close examination, but it's not the end of the story. Adding to the growing list of concerns, there are now disturbing posts circulating that depict Kris inappropriately portraying cartoon children. These unsettling images have only intensified the scrutiny surrounding Kris's online behavior and what these depictions might imply. The controversy doesn't stop there. Allegations of racist behavior have further darkened the cloud hanging over Kris. One particularly alarming post reportedly trivializes severe issues such as police brutality, a subject that many find deeply troubling. This apparent insensitivity has sparked significant outrage and raised serious questions about Kris's views and the potential impact of their actions on a broader scale. Additionally, there's another post where Kris made derogatory comments about Islam, describing the religion in a way that many people found offensive and disrespectful. This post has sparked outrage and further damaged Kris's reputation. And the troubling behavior doesn't end there. Earlier in a 2016 Twitter exchange, Kris Tyson was involved in a heated discussion with a black user about cooking steak. During the argument, Tyson made a contentious remark: "Look at all the black people who have never had a steak that's more than $10. This comment drew significant backlash for its racial insensitivity and condescending tone, reflecting poorly on Tyson's character. Additionally, Tyson faced severe criticism for a controversial meme posted from the Instagram account @defectsoffcharacter. The meme featured a white police officer holding a basketball with the caption, "When you gotta shoot hoops at 3 and black kids at 4:30. This post was condemned widely for its disturbing implications regarding racist police brutality, further adding to the negative perception of Tyson. But the controversies surrounding Tyson have only escalated in recent times. Several YouTube videos released since June 25 have raised serious allegations against Tyson, suggesting he might have engaged in an inappropriate relationship with a minor. According to these claims, Tyson, who was around 20 years old at the time, allegedly began messaging a 13-year-old boy. These interactions are said to have continued until they eventually met in person when the boy was 16. The accuser has provided what they claim to be evidence of this concerning relationship, including screenshots of direct Discord calls between Tyson and the alleged victim. These calls are purported to be part of a broader pattern of interaction that spanned several years. Further complicating the situation, it is alleged that the victim rented a camper van and arranged to meet Tyson in a secluded rural location. This detail, highlighted by a DramaAlert on X, underscores the severity of the accusations. Moreover, screenshots of messages exchanged between Tyson and the alleged victim have surfaced. These messages reportedly include emojis that some observers interpret as suggestive. Additionally, there are messages where Tyson is said to have joked about selling naked photos or nudes to the alleged victim. In light of these revelations, the alleged victim, who goes by at Lavags on X, has publicly addressed the situation. They denied any wrongdoing on Tyson's part, clarifying that their interactions were limited to sharing a few edgy jokes. He wrote, "Ava never did anything wrong and just made a few edgy jokes. I was never exploited or taken advantage of." He later posted again, saying he didn't send me inappropriate messages. In response to the allegations, Kris released an official statement announcing his decision to step away from MrBeast in social media. He expressed his intent to focus on his family and mental health, and he apologized for any past behavior that might have hurt or offended others. "I would like to apologize for any of my past behavior or comments if it hurt or offended anyone. It was not my intent. Seeing recent events, we've mutually decided it's best I permanently step away from all things MrBeast and social media to focus on my family and mental health," he said. Now, all these allegations have prompted the public and many influencers to demand a clear response from MrBeast. MrBeast has now issued a detailed statement addressing the situation. In his announcement, he expressed his deep concern and disapproval regarding the allegations against Kris. "Over the last few days, I've become aware of the serious allegations about Kris's behavior online, and I am disgusted and opposed to such unacceptable acts," MrBeast stated. His strong language underscores his stance against any form of inappropriate behavior. MrBeast revealed that he has taken significant steps to address the situation. "During that time, I have been focused on hiring an independent third party to conduct a thorough investigation to ensure I have all the facts," he explained. This move highlights MrBeast's commitment to understanding the full scope of the allegations and ensuring a fair and comprehensive review of the situation. He continued, "That said, I've seen enough online and taken immediate action to remove Kris from the company, my channel, and any association with me." This statement makes it clear that MrBeast's response was decisive. He explicitly confirmed that Kris was removed from all affiliations with him, emphasizing that he does not condone or support any of the actions Kris is accused of. A particularly alarming piece of evidence in this controversy is a recorded Discord conversation featuring Kris Tyson and several fans, including some minors. The conversation contains explicit and highly inappropriate comments, further intensifying the scrutiny and debate surrounding Kris's behavior. This unsettling evidence has only deepened the concerns and amplified the discussions about the implications of Kris's actions. Defenders of Kris argue that the controversial interactions were intended as jokes, suggesting that context should mitigate the impact of the comments. However, critics maintain that regardless of intent, such behavior is unacceptable and raises serious concerns. The spread of videos and screenshots has sparked a heated debate, fragmenting public opinion into three distinct camps: those who are alarmed by the content and view it as deeply problematic, those who want to hear Kris's perspective before making a judgment, and those who defend Kris by acknowledging the behavior as inappropriate but not necessarily indicative of more severe underlying issues. It is crucial to highlight that Kris was an adult during these interactions. This wasn't a case of teenage misbehavior but rather the conduct of someone in their 20s, which complicates the situation further. The fact that no one from the MrBeast team raised concerns at the time is particularly troubling. This lack of oversight raises questions about the internal checks and balances within the team and whether such behavior was overlooked or ignored. As a fan, you're likely familiar with the often discussed issue of power dynamics and interactions between YouTubers and their fans. When a prominent creator engages with a fan, the fan might feel overwhelmed by the attention, potentially leading to behavior that wouldn't normally occur. This imbalance in power can be especially problematic when there are age differences, as the creator holds significant influence over the interaction. However, in Kris Tyson's case, this argument seems to be overlooked. Kris is widely liked and respected, leading some to dismiss the situation as merely edgy jokes or off-color humor. This creates a troubling double standard. If another YouTuber were involved in similar behavior, the reaction might be far more severe. For example, Dr. Disrespect did not receive such leniency for his actions, demonstrating how the response can vary dramatically depending on the individual involved. Now, if you're new here and aren't familiar with the Dr. Disrespect issue, let's draw a parallel. His controversy bears striking similarities to the situation surrounding Kris Tyson. Dr. Disrespect, whose real name is Herschel Guy BMIV, is a well-known figure in the gaming community renowned for his charismatic on-stream persona. However, his reputation faced a major blow in June 2020 when he was abruptly banned from Twitch. The exact reason behind his ban remained officially undisclosed, which led to widespread speculation and confusion among fans and fellow streamers. The narrative took a dramatic turn when Cody Connors, a former Twitch employee, revealed that Dr. Disrespect's ban was linked to allegations of inappropriate contact with a minor through Twitch's whisper function. According to Connors, Dr. Disrespect had sent inappropriate messages to a minor, igniting a storm of controversy. In response, Dr. Disrespect took to Twitter to address the allegations, confirming that he had indeed sent private messages to a minor back in 2017. While he acknowledged that the messages were occasionally inappropriate, he denied having any predatory intentions. Dr. Disrespect emphasized that there were no illegal activities involved, no photos exchanged, and no direct meetings with the minor. He expressed regret for engaging in those conversations, stating, "I'm no predator or PD. Are you kidding me? Anyone that truly knows me knows where I stand on those things with those types of people." That's a different level of disgust that I hate even hearing about. Despite his apology and explanations, the controversy deepened when another former Twitch employee, a trust and safety staffer, claimed that Dr. Disrespect had continued sending inappropriate messages even after being informed of the minor's age. This staffer suggested that some aspects of BM's defense were inaccurate, stating, "I recall that Dr. Disrespect was made aware by the individual that they were underage during the conversation, after which he indicated that this was no problem and continued on." This situation mirrors the current controversy involving Kris Tyson. Both cases revolve around serious allegations of inappropriate interactions with minors, initially shrouded in secrecy and sparking intense public and influencer reactions. Just as Dr. Disrespect faced years of speculation and calls for transparency, Kris Tyson's case has triggered similar debates and demands for clarity. This time, however, there appears to be a reluctance among some people to speak out against Kris Tyson due to potential repercussions. Concerns include losing opportunities to collaborate with Mr. Beast or facing backlash from the transgender community. As a result, many major streamers and creators have chosen to remain silent, likely to protect their relationships and careers. Nevertheless, a few brave individuals have stepped forward to challenge the prevailing silence and call out Kris Tyson's behavior. One of the most vocal critics of the current situation has been prominent streamer XQC. He was quick to address the controversy surrounding Kris Tyson, expressing his frustration with the broader influencer community's silence on the matter. XQC's public comments have stirred considerable attention and sparked a debate about the ethics of influencer responses to serious allegations. In a series of posts on Twitter X, XQC didn't hold back his discontent. He criticized the lack of response from fellow influential creators, which he sees as reflective of a deeper issue within the community. "I follow mostly only influential creators here, yet most have been silent about the Kris Tyson situation," XQC wrote. His words pointedly described the lack of commentary as pretty deviant behavior across the board, signaling his frustration with the perceived inaction. XQC's critique didn't stop there. In a follow-up message, he further called out those he feels are sidestepping the issue. "By the way, next time I'm atting the whole squad, stop hiding behind the noise," XQC said, highlighting his dissatisfaction with what he perceives as evasive behavior from some influencers. What's notable is the disparity in reactions based on popularity and personal respect. Because Kris Tyson is a well-liked figure, there seems to be a strong inclination to defend him. This stands in contrast to how similar situations involving less popular or more controversial figures have been handled. For instance, the reaction to someone like Kris might be much more lenient compared to a less favored individual facing similar allegations. While Lava's denial carries weight, it diverges from how similar situations have typically been handled. Historically, the focus in such cases has been more on the behavior itself, rather than the current statements of those involved. The hesitation to address Kris Tyson's actions more directly could point to a broader tendency to approach controversial matters with excessive caution, possibly to avoid alienating fans or jeopardizing professional relationships. This reluctance may reflect a broader issue in how sensitive and contentious situations are managed in the public eye.
Bro, he's weird, bro. That's weirdo. Weirdo. Yes, weirdo. Yes, Kris from Mr. Beast, bro. It's fucked up. It's weird. It's weird, bro. It's weird. I don't care. That shit is weird.
In addition, Chandler, another prominent member of the Mr. Beast team, has voiced his opinions on the matter. Chandler has publicly stated that he does not support Kris Tyson's behavior, reinforcing the team's collective stance. Despite their collaborative work, Chandler has been vocal about his disapproval, further distancing himself from the controversy. In many of their videos, Chandler's interactions with Kris Tyson have been notably dismissive, reflecting a shift in their dynamic.
What's in the box, Carl?
The really cool design box.
Here's a really good artwork.
Among Us.
What's funny?
Chandler's focus has now shifted to promoting positive content on TikTok, aiming to rebuild his public image and goodwill. This move seems to be a deliberate effort to distance himself from the negativity surrounding Kris. One fan even
Somebody has got to check on Chandler from Mr. Beast and make sure this man is doing okay. For the love of God, Chandler is the only normal person left in the Mr. Beast crew. And I will openly come out and say that I'm extremely proud of Chandler for the path he's choosing to take with his life.
What do you think about this? Do you believe Kris Tyson is truly innocent, or do you think Mr. Beast's crew might have known about the situation but chose to remain silent? While we don't have all the answers yet, one thing is clear: this saga is far from over. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and like for more updates. Stay tuned for more content and coverage on this ongoing story.